Believe it or not, I was small. I lived with pigtails and chubby cheeks, with pink sheets and a blanket that said, "Bless this child," as if there was some angel out there that shined a light in the dark corners of my world, and heaven must have a lot of them to have chosen this small girl. And no, I wasn't talking about age or size. I was raised to realize that I must do everything as if I was doing it for God. And I'll tell you now that God is a hard person to please. There aren't enough prayers or amens that will help mend this mentality of fearing failure, of feeling failure. Because when you're a perfectionist, you're always self-conscious, can never live in the moment, not ever. And you're always in a small box whose wall is made out of mirrors. I was brought up to bring home 100s, not 89s, A's and not B's. I was too busy trying to perfect your understanding of me when all I really wanted was to just be, So whenever I look in the mirror, I feel sad for me. When I was small, I had ambitions that were bigger than my head, lived in fantasies and unrealistic dreams that only made it seem that life was okay, and had the type of face that the other children raced to mess with. I was like a broken toy that kept breaking, so why play with it? And I remember the pain I felt waking up to a reflection that was anything but perfect. And I remember I was always hit last for dodgeball, not because of reflexes or skill, but despite my large size, I was still invisible. I won't forget the clawing of my own skin. That maybe this was just a mask, and if I tried hard enough, there was something within to reveal something more beautiful. And the scratches grew from my wrists to my shoulders and disappeared after a few moments. The other children looked at me like I was speaking another language and walked away from the girl with emotional baggage and spoken lisp. I always asked my parents why they named me Patricia, not because of curiosity, but because the students at school changed the P with an F in my name, and it seemed like the only thing in my life that was perfect for them. So I moved schools, because I was tired of hearing everything I already knew about myself. But like the bell and like the memories, it seemed to ring every time the minute hand struck 12. Was the age I started developing hallucinations? Was this the angel I was blessed with, that hung over me like a shadow whispering like secrets, the same insults? When I told my friends, they laughed at me like I was crazy, like this was some young adult fictional fantasy novel, I was asking them to embark on a journey. No, this was not an invitation for you to role play. This was a cry for help that never reached the day you said the invisible people that I saw was a figure of my imagination. No, it was a manifestation of everything I hated about me, and you had the audacity to treat it like a joke. No! Self-pity is not funny. I know funny. You should hear my jokes sometime. And I kept it inside where it hurts the most, and it burned like fire. And this fire still burns and still hurts and scars. But I've been hurt enough by people like you to accept the fact that no, I am not perfect. And there will be some days where people will throw tinder into the flames, and there will be some days where it will burn me to ash. Like Phoenix, I will rise and tell myself that I will be okay again. And I will fly as high as I want to. But if I were to fly too high and fall like Icarus into the deep blue, I would accept it. For the sake of me and not you.